if x is a continuous random variable and y equal to ax plus b, then prove that expectation of y equal to a into expectation of x plus b and variance of y equal to a square into variance of x, where a comma b are constants. So this is one of the important question or proof we can say. So consider y equal to ax plus b, taking expectation on both sides. Expectation of y equal to expectation of ax plus b. So since x is continuous random variable, expectation of ax plus b can be written as integration from minus infinity to infinity ax plus b into f of x dx. So in place of x we have here ax plus b. So the integrand consisting of two functions, so we can write separately. And in the first integral we are taking a common, so a into minus infinity infinity x into f of x dx plus b into integration minus infinity infinity f of x dx. You can observe the first function a into, this is expectation of x from the definition of mean, plus b into minus infinity infinity f of x dx value is 1, so b into 1. So expectation of y becomes a into expectation of x plus b. Now this is equation number 2, and equation number 1 is y equal to ax plus b. Now consider 1 minus 2. So in the left hand side you can observe that is y minus expectation of y, which is equal to right hand side ax plus b minus a into expectation of x minus b. So b get cancelled. It remains with a into x minus expectation of x. Now squaring on both sides, and again taking expectation on both sides. So your equation is expectation of y minus expectation of y whole square equal to a square into expectation of x minus expectation of x square. Now I am writing left hand side value as variance of y, since variance of the probability distribution of a random variable x is the mathematical expectation of x minus expectation of x whole square. So in place of x here we have y in the left hand side. So that is we have here expectation of y minus expectation of y whole square. So from the definition of variance, so we can write left hand side part as variance of y. Now coming to the right hand side, you have a square into expectation of x minus expectation of x whole square. Now left hand side value, right hand side value is, that is, so we can write this one as a square into variance of x, since variance of the probability distribution of a random variable capital X is the mathematical expectation of x minus expectation of x square. So expectation of x minus x whole square can be written as variance of x. So this is the theorem here. So this is one of the important theorem. if x is a continuous random variable and y equal to what we are taking here, ax plus b. In this case, expectation of y becomes a into mathematical expectation of x plus b, and the variance of y becomes a square into variance of x plus remaining term becomes 0 here, plus variance of constant b is 0. So this is the proof. Let's see one more problem. Let the continuous random variable capital X have the probability density function f of x equal to 2 by x cube for x lies between 1 to infinity, otherwise 0. Find capital F of x. Find capital F of x. Capital F of x means what? Cumulative distribution function. Given function small f of x is probability density function. Here we need to find capital F of x. Capital F of x is nothing but cumulative distribution function. Formula for cumulative distribution function capital F of x is integration from minus infinity to x f of x dx. In the given problem, you can observe that the function is defined from 1 to infinity. So we are restricting the cumulative distribution function capital F of x as integration from 1 to x f of x dx. So that is integration from 1 to x, given function f of x in the limits 1 to infinity is 2 by x cube into dx equal to, simplify the integrand within the limits 1 to x, substitute upper limit minus lower limit. Your value is 1 minus 1 by x. And clearly, if x is less than 1, f of x value is 0. So therefore, we can write the cumulative distribution function as 0 for x less than or equal to 1 and 1 minus 1 by x square for 1 less than x less than 2. Right. Let's see one more problem. The cumulative distribution function for a continuous random variable capital X is capital F of x equal to 1 minus e power minus 2x. For x greater than or equal to 0, otherwise 0. We need to find the density function and mean. In the last problem, they given small f of x and we need to find capital F of x cumulative distribution function. But in this problem, the given cumulative distribution capital F of x, we need to find small f of x, that is called as probability density. So if cumulative distribution function is given, then the probability density function is defined as the differentiation of cumulative distribution function. That is f of x equal to d by dx of capital F of x. So now small f of x equal to differentiation of capital F of x. Capital F of x is 1 minus e power minus 2x. So you get small f of x as 1 by 2 into e power minus 2x for x greater than or equal to 0. Otherwise, 0. Otherwise, 0, that is for x less than 0. So this is the distribution function. Now we need to find mean. Mean is expectation of x, that is defined as integration from minus infinity to infinity x into f of x for continuous random variables. You can observe that the function is well defined from 0 to infinity. So we are rewriting the expectation formula as integration from 0 to infinity x into f of x. That is equal to 1 by 2 into integration 0 to infinity x into e power minus 2x dx. If you observe the integrand part, it is consisting of two terms, x in x and e power minus 2x. So you need to apply integration by parts. Now try to solve x into e power minus 2x, integration of x into e power minus 2x. You can apply in your own way. Integration by parts for x and e power minus 2x. After simplification, your value is 1 by 8. So expectation of x is 1 by 8. Next problem. If the probability density function of a random variable capital X is given by f of x equal to k into 1 minus x square for 0 less than x less than 1. Otherwise 0. Find the value of k and the probabilities that a random variable will take on a value between 0.1 and 0.2. That is, we need to find the probability of 0.1 less than x less than 0.2 and greater than 0.5. That is probability of x greater than 0.5. Next one is mean, as well as we need to calculate variance. So here the given function is small f of x, that is probability density function, and you know that the total probability is 1. So to find the value of k, use the formula that minus infinity to infinity f of x dx equal to 1. And the functional value is defined as k into 1 minus x square within the limit 0 to 1, otherwise 0. So out of 3 parts, first value is 0 and the third value is 0. The middle value we need to calculate, that is k into integration 0 to 1 minus x square dx. And equate that one to 1. So after simplification, you can find the value of k as 3 by 2. Now probability of 0.1 less than its 0.2. That is integration from 0.1 to 0.2 f of x dx. What is f of x? X into 1 minus k into 1 minus x square. What is the value of k? K value is 3 by 2. So 3 by 2 you can take outside into integration 0.1 to 0.2 1 minus x square dx. Now integration of 1 is x and integration of x square is x cube by 3. Substitute upper limit minus lower limit. After simplification, answer is 0.146. Now probability of x greater than 0.5. That is 0.12 infinity we have to take here. Integration from 0.5 to infinity f of x dx. But in the problem, the function is defined from 0 to 1. So we are restricting the upper limit to 1 itself. So you can write integration as integration 0.5 to 1 f of x dx. F of x value is 3 by 2 into 1 minus x square dx. Now integrate with respect to x within the limit 0.5 to 1. After integration, substitute the limits. You can find the value as 0.3125. Now we need to find mean and variance also. So mean formula is minus infinity to infinity x into f of x dx. So we can rewrite this one as integration from 0 to 1 because the remaining value is 0. So we are restricting this to integration from 0 to 1 only. Integration 0 to 1, 3 by 2 into x into 1 minus x square dx. Simplify the integrand and then integration within the limits 0 to 1. After simplification, your value is 3 by 8. Next one is variance. Variance equal to integration from minus infinity to infinity x minus mu whole square into f of x dx. That is equal to integration from minus infinity to infinity x square f of dx minus mu square. Substitute the values of f of x and mu. Mu value is 3 by 8. Here the integration value we are taking from 0 to 1 only. The remaining value is 0. So we are restricting the lower limit to 0 and upper limit to 1. So when you are substituting the limits, substitute the limits for x as 1 and 0. Minus 19 by 320. So this is the result for variance. Let's see one more problem. A random variable capital H has the probability function. Find the value of the mean, variance, and two probability values are given. And here you can observe that the function is defined as a discrete random variable. X is a random variable from 1 to 6 and the probability values are given corresponding to the random variable in terms of x, in terms of k. So to find mean, first we need to find the value of k. Since this is discrete random variable, you can observe that the total probability is 1 and the formula is sigma equal to 1 to n p of xi equal to 1. That is sigma I equal to 1 to 6, p of xi equal to 1. Adding all the probability values and equating to 1, we will get k equal to 1 by 36. Now to calculate the mean, formula for mean is expectation of x equal to sigma xi into p of xi. That is, add all the values and the corresponding values of x and p of xi. The answer is 161 by 36, that is 4.46. Now coming to the variance, variance is formula is expectation of x square into p of x minus mu square. Mu means expectation of x, that is mean, that is 4.46. Multiply the corresponding elements, add the values, minus 4.46 whole square. The result is 2.08. Now coming to the probability of x greater than or equal to 3, means we need to add the values from x equal to 3 to x equal to 6. So in the given problem, the values are in terms of k. So substitute the value of k as 1 by 36. By adding all the values, the probability of x greater than or equal to 3 is 8 by 9. Now probability of 1 less than x less than or equal to 5 means we should consider the probability values from 2 to 5. Here we are not including x equal to 1. So by writing all the probability values from x equal to 2 to x equal to 5 and adding them, the result is 2 by 5. So in this way, you can solve the problem. So here I'm giving some assignment questions for you from the first unit. A continuous random variable has the probability density function f of x equal to k into x e power minus lambda x for x and lambda greater than 0, otherwise 0, we need to determine k. So to find the value of k, what we have to find, what we have to take? We have to take the total probability as 1. That is the integration from minus infinity to infinity f of x dx equal to 1, and solve it so that you can find the value of k. Second problem, this is also a continuous function f of x equal to kx for 0 lies between x lies between 0 and 1. So here the limit is restricted to 1 only, integration from 0 to 1 only. So to determine the value of k, what you have to take? Integration from 0 to 1 f of x dx equal to 1, so that you can find the value of k. Next problem, continuous random variable f of x equal to k into e power minus x for x greater than or equal to 0. So here to determine the value of k, you have to take the integral as integration from 0 to infinity k e power minus x dx equal to 1. By equating this to 1, we'll get the value of k, and then we can find the mean. So mean is nothing but expectation of x equal to mu, and the formula is integration from minus infinity to infinity x into f of x dx. Now define discrete and continuous random variables. So those are two definitions. Coming to the fifth problem, f of x equal to kx e power minus x within the limit 0 to 1, we need to find the value of k. Now sixth problem, a sample of 3 items is selected from a box having 6 items, of which 3 are defective. Then find the mean of the distribution of defective items. So here random variable is capital X, and that is number of defective items. So how many items we have to select here? The sample is 3 items. So here you may have 0 defective items, 1 item, 2 item, 3 items. So here capital X is 0, 1, 2, 3. You have to find the probability values, and then you have to write the distribution function, and then you have to find the mean. Explain with suitable examples discrete and continuous random variables. Right. So this is the definition, and you have to give the examples. So in this way, you have problems on discrete and continuous random variables. So these are the problems.